For a large chunk of their lives, Jessica Scher and Aaron Long were complete strangers. Scher had been a single mother raising her children, and Long had been living his life as a single man in Seattle. While it's common for people to fall in love via dating sites, Scher and Long were unknowingly connected with something far more unique. The story of how these two fell in love is certainly bizarre and wonderful all at the same time. Hello, wonderful people. I'm Scott Leffler for WonderBot, and here is: after this woman gave birth, she met her baby's father for the first time 12 years later. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Aaron had led a very fascinating life. Equipped with a master's degree in literature, Aaron taught English abroad for quite some time. He also held jobs as a cab driver, a writer, and as a musician. Once he came back home from Seattle from his overseas travels, Aaron wanted to make a quick buck. This led him down a rather interesting path. Wanting to know about her ancestry, Alice was given a DNA kit, 23andMe, for Christmas. With a simple sample of saliva, the kit tells people about their ancestry, health, and potential biological relatives. When Alice got the results back, her and her mother received a shocking surprise. It was revealed that Alice's biological father was a man named Aaron Long. The DNA results also revealed a half-brother named Bruce Gallo. This was a lot for Jessica to take in. She'd never known the true identity of her sperm donor. Jessica then went on a wild goose chase to find the biological father of her daughter. After combing through a plethora of social media profiles, Jessica found the man she believed to be her father's daughter. His name was Aaron, and he resided in Seattle. Jessica reached out with a very friendly message. She wasn't sure whether Aaron would even respond to the message, let alone be her daughter's father. Not only did Aaron respond, but he revealed information which changed the family forever. Aaron sent Jessica a detailed 50-page essay on his life. In order to make some extra cash in his post-teaching career, Aaron had been paid $40 per sperm donation. He estimates that he could have up to 67 children biologically tied to him. Jessica was floored by this news. Jessica also got in touch with two of Aaron's biological children, Bryce and Maddie. The two were technically Alice's half-siblings. While all of this news was surely overwhelming, it set everything in motion for Aaron to meet his biological children. Little did anyone know that Jessica would also be highly impacted by this occurrence. The plan was for Bryce and Maddie to come visit Aaron from the East Coast for a few weeks. Upon hearing of this news, Jessica decided to bring Alice to Seattle. Not only did Jessica want Alice to meet her biological siblings and father, but she also suddenly gotten close to Aaron via the exchanging of messages online. Aaron threw a huge party for his children. This included friends and family from all over the area. He owns a co-op and thus had the entire building buzzing over the arrival of his children. Alice went off and spent time with her siblings. In the process, this enabled Jessica and Aaron to get even closer. Though she was dating another man, coincidentally also named Aaron, it soon broke off. Jessica then realized that the biological father of her daughter was someone she cared for deeply. I know that I'm attracted to Aaron for all the reasons that seemed wonderful when shopping for him in a sperm donor catalog years ago. He's thoughtful, persistent, and academically minded. He's enchanted by words, he's empathetic, versed in stories about people and the strange things they do sometimes. He doesn't much care what's expected of him. He often plays his own music to his own drum. Jessica and Aaron began to get romantically involved. The story's rather wild, considering Aaron was at one time Jessica's sperm donor and the eventual father of her child. Ultimately, she fell in love with the man who provided her with her most precious gift 12 years earlier. Though unconventional, Jessica and Alice decided to take an even deeper plunge into this newfound relationship. Aaron also echoed Jessica's sentiments and realized that the connection between the two was far from platonic. The first time Jess and I found ourselves alone, we hugged at length in a way entirely inappropriate for people who had just met. Jess says I have mannerisms that remind her of both her daughters and thus felt instantly comfortable with me. The mother and daughter left their home and moved to Seattle. The two joined Aaron at his expansive co-op building. After the initial meeting, Aaron got extremely close with two of his other children, Bryce and Maddie. Bryce had been an active member of the military. Though originally living on the East Coast, Maddie also decided to leave her pre-existing life behind in order to move in with Aaron, Jessica, and Alice in Seattle. Though he thinks he could have as many as 67 children biologically linked to him, Aaron knows of 10. There's been contact with some of them, and future plans to meet them may be in the cards down the line. Jessica knows this and is fully supportive in playing a motherly role to any of Aaron's biological children. The news of Jessica and Aaron quickly spread like wildfire across many social media platforms. A documentary entitled $40 a Pop will showcase Aaron's story, along with appearances from Jessica, Alice, Maddie, and Bryce. In order to promote the documentary, Jessica and Aaron appeared on one of the biggest morning talk shows in the country. Good Morning America did a full interview with the couple, clutching each other with adoration and love. Aaron and Jessica spoke candidly about the entire process. For Jessica, the connection was instant. You do treat it like a dating profile, and you build this story in your head of the values that you might have and sort of put them on. What kind of person might not just share our values, because I don't think those are genetic, but being drawn to the same kinds of things that we're drawn to so that we can all have, family fun outings on Saturday. The story of Jessica and Aaron is far from typical. Though the two initially were linked by the act of creating a daughter, both fell deeply in love with each other unexpectedly. A family was created, and the everlasting connection will only continue to grow.